Man, Prince, these streets is too real.
Don't even trip.
Remember the other day, them dudes was hating on us something tough.
Look, man, we was born to die. Until then, get money. I don't know what else to tell you.
Gotta go to fools right there.
Yeah, they rolling hard too, rocking real hard, real hard.
I'm about to drop. I'm about to drop a dime on them. You feel me?
Sure. With that, say no more.
I don't like that.
You gotta stop.
I don't like how they rocking. I got y'all.
Flat out ENT, man. You already know what it is. Look, man. Me and my squad be pulling up to places, man. Everybody just be staring. They don't be saying nothing, they just stare. When you pull up, you know it's immaculate. You be moving. You already know what it is. West side is the best side. West side is the only side. The Prince of LA. Pull up. You know how we rockin'. Hop out, they stare at my squad. You know how we rockin'. Building up bands with my squad. Rock. You know how we rockin'. Go anywhere that we want. You know that we poppin'. Pull up. You know how we rockin'. Hop out, they stare at my squad. You know how we rockin'. Building up bands with my squad. Rock. You know how we rockin'. Go anywhere that we want. You know that we poppin'. Hop out, they stare at my chain. Maybe it may be my name. Maybe it may be my squad. Either way, she know our name. I can tell her keep it moving. It's only me, she never choosing. I work for the money, I work for the dough. Don't ever say nothing to me. You know we got OTs. You know how we do it. You know how we rockin'. If they gon' trip, yeah, we got hitters. You know how we rockin'. Ladies love me like I'm LL. Name ringing like a bike bell. She already staring. I can really tell on the peak of blow. And I can really tell. Gang, pull up. You know how we rockin'. Hop out, they stare at my squad. You know how we rockin'. Building up bands with my squad. Rock. You know how we rockin'. Go anywhere that we want. You know that we poppin'. Right? Pull up. You know how we rockin'. Hop out, they stare at my squad. You know how we rockin'. Building up bands with my squad. Rock. You know how we rockin'. Go anywhere that we want. You know that we poppin'. From Chirac to LA. You know how we rockin'. From Houston to New York, you know how we rockin'. From the Bay to the VA, you know how we rockin'. From ATL to DC, you know how we rockin'. Pull up to the spot, you know what we do. Wavy like tsunami, that's me and my crew. Tryna buzz around the world, just gotta put in some work. Already got some connects, who really knowin' what's next? Who knowin' what's next? Only God he can guess. Pull up, you know how we rockin'. Hop out, they stare at my squad. You know how we rockin'. Building up bands with my squad. Rock. You know how we rockin'. Go anywhere that we want. You know that we poppin'. Pull up. You know how we rockin'. Hop out, they stare at my squad. You know how we rockin'. Building up bands with my squad. Rock. You know how we rockin'. Go anywhere that we want. You know that we poppin'.
This how we rockin'.
You know.
This how we rockin'.
This how we rockin'. This how we rockin'.
This how we rockin'.
This how we rockin'. This how we rockin'.
Turn up. This how we comin'.
Let me give you a call back. Meeting with one of my informants.
Where my other banana at?
So what you said you got?
These boys rocking hard, bro.
Real hard.
They been rocking heavy ever since. I'm not liking this right now, okay? I ain't liking this. The whole thing about them rolling in the Porsche, you know what I'm saying? They up here rolling in the white Porsche, you know what I'm saying? Him and his boys, you know, they got the whole streets just unlocked. Got my block looking all messy. I'm losing money, man. My pockets looking dry, bro. I ain't having this, bro. I ain't having. Bro, let me snitch, bro. I want to be the snitch. Come on, bro. Come on, let me do my part, bro. This is what I'm supposed to do, bro. Damn, you don't supposed to just sit back, bro. I got you.
Well, welcome back to the Only Hip Hop Show with the Only Hip Hop Squad. You know what I mean? It's feel to be back. You know what I'm saying? I just had to speak my mind on the State Up Only Hip Hop Show one time. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to apologize out there. You know what I'm saying? But
moving right along. Yeah. We had that was the Prince of LA. How We Rockin'. Pretty nice clip. What's good, bro? Man. We got him here in the building.
Appreciate it.
White folk clap. Where at? We get the Prince of LA in the house. What's up, champion?
What's going on? Y'all having a good night?
How we rocking?
We floating, bro.
That's how we rocking.
Hey, first I want to start off, bro, just by saying thank you. You did something that a lot of artists come up here and don't do as far as their videos, man.
Appreciate it.
You actually had some girls in there, bro. We get a lot of dudes in here with these predominantly male videos, bro. Just don't be no girls in there. So I just want to start off.
Most def. Yeah, I get love from both sides, from the females and the dudes. So that's cool. Like, you know, that's cool.
I could dig it. Now, what made you want to call yourself the Prince of LA?
Well, you feel me? First off, I did a lot for the community, just like from young till now. You know, I'm still young, but when I was younger, because I've been doing it for a long time. So basically, before it was always our jizzle, and it was West Bread. Like, that was the whole movement.
Okay.
So, you know, when I was younger, like, you know, I performed at, like, Epic Lounges. You know, I was way underage, but, you know, they wasn't tripping on this. You know, they let me in there. You know, I was always performing at schools, whether it was middle schools, elementary schools. So now those people who are in middle school, who are now maybe seniors or, you know, going to high school or something like that, they still remember me from back then. So more and more now, we're, like, trying to let all those fans know the older me now. So basically, I got the name the Prince of LA just because I do a lot for the community. Like, you know, I do a lot of giving back, whether it's, giving back to schools, whether it's backpacks, pencils, you know, doing a lot of, like, you know, just giving back to the community, the homeless and things like that, you know.
Going back to How We Rockin', another interesting component of that video, or element I should say, is that the dancing, man, you really put on the show. And I feel like that's something that a lot of artists are also too kind of slacking. Mm-hmm. And I was speaking with Flip about that, you know. So just talk about how you feel the dancing element, you know, contributes to your art form.
Oh man, to my art form, it contributes. It's a big part because, like, you know, usually you always see R&B singers up there dancing when they perform and things like that. You never see rappers do that. So I feel like me as a rapper dancing, it kind of brings something different to, you know what I mean, to the new 2016. I feel like that's what separates me from the normal rappers, besides getting up there, swagging it out with like 10 of your homies, or like getting up there, swagging it out by yourself. I feel like I'm up there with my dancers, but I'm not singing, I'm rapping. So I feel like I bring that different element to the game. Like, that really like separates me. So that's why I try to keep the dancing alive.
That's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
From a hip-hop perspective, bro, who raised you? Who'd you come up on as far as just what you liked as a fan?
Well, to be honest, I grew up on like a lot, like the early 2000s stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
everybody got to start somewhere.
You know, I like a lot of Andre 3000. Like, I grew up on that.
Okay.
You know, I grew up on a lot of stuff, like just anything from the early 2000s. You know, and plus, you know, Chris Brown been doing this thing for a long time. So like, he was here in the early 2000s. You know, and he's still here now. So
I see a little bit of Chris Brown in your routine.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, man, I grew up on a lot of like different stuff, man. But yeah, I take that as a compliment. Chris Brown is like a living legend, man. Like, you know, he's done a lot in his career, and you know, he's done a lot of stuff for the community, just different stuff here and there. He's done, you know, he's pretty big, you know.
Now, given that you said you've been doing this because you're a young dude.
Yeah, 16.
16. You only 16?
Yeah, 16.
So when did you start?
Well, I started rapping at 5.
Okay.
So my dad put me on.
At least like 20.
Nah, like a lot of people mistake me. Like, they always say, like, you know, 19, 20, things like that. But I'm only 16, man. I'm a junior in high school. Next year I'll be a senior.
So how is that just balancing life as an aspiring artist and like kind of like on a good pace at that, and then as opposed to the everyday life as just a high school junior? Like, what is campus life like for you, given that your success at the moment?
Well, I go to online school. I attend school online, so I'm always on my Mac. Like, wherever I go, I just bust out the laptop and do it. My last year of public school was 7th grade.
Damn.
So 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, and now 11th grade. You know, I'm just, Yeah, man, I'm just doing it like that. But to be honest, I feel like my last senior year, I would want to go to a public high school.
I was just about to ask you, bro. Like, what does it feel like? Do you feel like you're missing out on like just little stuff is like going to football games or playing sports or just dealing with that social life that high school bring?
I mean, yeah. To be honest, I mean, I have a lot of social time anyway because a lot of people know me.
Not social time, but I'm just saying like it's certain stuff that
the high school
goes on.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do feel like
rallies.
the high school experience, but like, you know, I kind of like sacrificed my childhood so I could do this, you know what I mean? So I feel like I may be missing out on stuff, you know, in the high school experience and things like that. But I mean, you know, I'm working towards what I want to be.
Don't worry, bro.
I done made some progress. I do feel like, you know, the high school, you know, the experience is like important. You know what I mean?
25, you won't even remember, bro. Real spit.
You will, depending on how your experience was. I will say, but you young, bro, and so just don't forget to live in the moment. Sometimes of just being like you still a kid. Like that's not disrespect or nothing like that. But just forget. Don't lose sight of your goals, but just don't forget to just hone in and tune in to like what's going on in front of you, no matter what it is.
Most def.
Now, Mr. Prince of LA, seeing as how you do have a lot of quote unquote social free time on your hands, how do you make the best use of that? Being that, you know what I'm saying, you do rap, you do host your own radio show, you do appear in commercials, you know, you're very active. I see a lot of movement.
Yeah.
So how do you hold it together, especially being at 16?
Well, to be honest, I got a team. That's you need, a team, you know, from my dad, my mom, my engineer, you know, uncle, homies. You know, just like, you know, and plus type of homies I got, they all doing something. They either dancing, DJing, doing music, you know, acting, you know, doing comedy stuff on Instagram. Like all my homies, they either like, you know, they doing something, whether it's comedy, dancing, whatever, they doing it. So I feel like holding my stuff together is not very hard. It's not hard, but you know, you just gotta know how to manage your time. Because I feel like, you know, I'm dancing in rehearsals, you know, I'm recording, but then at the same time I gotta get the schoolwork done. So it's like, man, sometimes I might, you know, get a few overdue on school, so I gotta take this time to catch up a little bit, you know. So I feel like the online school helps me manage my time, you know what I mean? I don't feel like it's hard to hold everything together, but sometimes it can get a little like hectic, you know?
Understandable. What is the Prince of LA creative process like?
Sheesh.
Like, what is it? What do you need, or what do you feel you need to have, you know, popping off so you can get in that? Like you said, to go from that, I'm on the Mac doing my schoolwork to, it's, you know, now I got my Prince of LA hat, you know, split out, entertainment, it's time to get to work.
Well, first and foremost, I feel like I work better maybe when it's a little bit less people in the studio. Like that gets me there. I feel like when people are in the studio session, it's cool, but I feel like, you know, how do I put this, man? Okay, look, to get in my creative process, it's kind of like, okay, I might go in the studio, and if it's just me and the engineer, it's kind of like I feel more comfortable, you know what I mean? Considering that's the engineer, he recording me, you know, he's taking me through the creative process, you know, and yeah, man, I just feel like I get in that zone from just like listening to different beats, or, you know, I might watch something and get like, you know, inspired, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm always there, like in the creative, but sometimes, you know, you have to just like cut all that down, do the schoolwork, and then go back. But I feel like my creative mind is always going, it's always there.
That's interesting.
So as far as your time, the extra 8 hours that's left over from like not going to physical school, besides just doing what's necessarily needed for the work, what else are you doing in that gap of time?
Oh, I'm always busy, bro. Whether it's like acting school, you know, I kind of slowed down on that. It was like summer and things of that sort, but now the year's starting back up, so I'm gonna start going back every Saturday. But you know, I'm always doing auditions, you know, meetings, you know, my management and stuff like that with the team. Lately we've been writing all these video treatments, you know, getting my boy Voice Too Hard and his team, they've been shooting the music videos. I've been in rehearsals heavy with my boy Kid Casper and Damon. So, you know, we've been like, I'm always busy, bro. Whether it's an audition, maybe I might be doing that later on, or rehearsals, or maybe have to go to the studio and record. I'm just always doing something. Like, it just varies, you know? I do so many things.
One of the things I find interesting, Prince, is when, you know, being 16, most of your peers, they worried about the new Madden that's coming out. You know, they might be worried about, you know, whatever TV show, But you know what I'm saying, you like, I got rehearsal, you know, I gotta be at the studio, you know, I gotta get to acting class. So what is it that drives you to want to be so active?
Well, I feel like just me wanting to do it keeps me going, because I feel like, you know, sometimes you might be like, man, I really don't feel like getting in the booth recording this. I'm kind of tired, and you know, I want to go to sleep. But you know, you got to think like you wanted this, so you know, everybody around you is supporting you and pushing you. So you know, it's like you don't just drop out. You know what I mean? Because once you commit, I don't want to like just drop out. And you know, I don't want to start something and stop. You know, if I feel like I commit, I'm gonna commit 100%, put my all into it. So I feel like that's like, you know, that I might be tired sometimes. I'm tired all the time, actually. You know, I don't go to sleep. I take naps. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like sometimes you just gotta like, yeah, man, you gotta like just keep that in your head. Like sometimes in the morning, acting school, I be having to go to Burbank at like 9 o'clock in the morning, but I be tired. But then I just be like, man, you know, all this gonna pay off in the end. Like, you know, all this is gonna pay off in the end. Because I feel like, times where you're supposed to be working, right, you should really be working. Because if you supposed to be working and you really procrastinating, later on in the end, it's gonna bite you. Boom. You know what I mean? So you, man, might as well just put in the hours now and then be cool later, you know?
What year were you born?
2000.
So you were born in 2000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I use that is pretty wild. But so you haven't really had an opportunity to. You weren't around during the Watts riots when Reggie, was it not Reggie King, but what's your boy
Rodney
name?
King.
Rodney King.
Yeah,
Rodney King got beat. So you
police brutality. Yeah.
But you can go back. So
yeah, I wasn't around. You know, my parents were, of course. You know, but they put me on game with all the history and everything else like that happened. You know, I'm West LA born, South Central raised, so you know. They put me up on game about all that type of stuff, you know. So I'm educated, you know, about. So
being 16 and witnessing some of the instances of police brutality against, you know, specifically, you know, men who look like everybody in this room.
Yeah.
And haven't had the opportunity to go back and do the history, like, what is the 16-year-old's perspective on the social injustices that you know, we as black men are facing right now?
Well, to be honest, man, I just feel like a lot of people, you know, talk about it, a lot of people post, like, you know, they reposting the videos and everything. And I feel like, you know, you recording was going to change something, but you obviously see everything that's going on, you know, like this, I don't remember the man's name, but I don't know, this cop, you know, she was a woman, she shot bro, and, you know, he didn't have nothing, you know, and it was on video. Like, you could tell somebody was filming from the sky, whatever, drone, helicopter, whatever they was filming with, but she shot him, and, you know, it was on camera, and still nothing happened. So a lot of this stuff is getting recorded, and still nothing is happening. So it's like, where do you go at this point? You know what I mean? So I just feel like, you know, everybody out there got to stay safe, and, you know what's going on in the world. So, you know, do whatever you can to avoid coming in contact or try, you know, put yourself in that situation.
True that, man.
Yeah. What's that?
So, you were born in 2000, bro. So, just from a fan perspective, who are some of your favorite rappers? Like, that you just, aside from yourself or aside from just anything in
like today?
Who do you generally listen to when you just in the car or just period? Just like,
man,
on the tape deck.
It's okay. Look, it's a lot of different artists. You know, it just depends on what type of mood I'm in. Like, of course, if you're going to a party, you know, you trying to turn up in the car, you listening to new artists like 21 Savage, you know, Travis Scott, you know, new age artists like that, Drake. You know, it's a lot of new age artists. So I feel like every new age artist, like, they just fit their category. If I feel like I'm trying to relate to something, I'm gonna listen to maybe, you know, some Kendrick or something. You know, if I feel like I'm just trying to turn up, I don't really care what's going on lyrics wise in the song. I'm gonna just listen to the bangers that they putting out, you know. So it depends. But generally, like, who I really like follow up on, listen to their stuff is, like, you know, I like Drake. I keep up with his albums, keep up with the Chris Brown stuff. I really like his work, you know. I keep up with Travis Scott as well. Travis Scott, I feel like he real creative, you know. Like, I feel like he's like a new Kanye. I don't know, like Kanye's
he
pretty,
might be the current Kanye.
Maybe so. Kanye's pretty crazy, but Kanye's dope as well. So I keep up with the Kanye stuff as well. It's pretty dope.
Do you think Travis Scott is a little bit responsible for some of Kanye as far as like the ghostwriting and just some of the influence, like how people be saying?
Yeah. Probably so. Probably so. I feel like Travis Scott is dope. Like, I mean, he signed to good music.
For a reason.
You know what I mean? For a reason, exactly. You know, Kanye done signed some people to good music that's actually good, and he signed some people that actually ain't that good. But, you know, Travis Scott is one of the artists that I feel like is dope. You know, Kanye is dope as well. I feel like they're in the same, like, genre. Like, you know what I mean? So it's pretty cool.
All right, Prince, 16, obviously very active, very accomplished at this point. But where do you see yourself getting to? Like, what's the vision?
The vision is to help once I'm on, help everybody who helped me on the way up. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like as an entertainer, I want to go worldwide, because I don't just call myself a rapper nor a dancer nor you know, an actor. I do it all around, so I just call myself an overall entertainer. So I just want to be established as an entertainer, you know. So, you know, I'm working right now. You know, I'm young and I'm you know, getting older and older. So, you know, I'm just constantly putting in the hard work and putting in the time now. You know, my team is pushing me. So, you know, once I'm up, I'm helping everybody who helped me on the way up. You know, it's all love all around.
So what's the wildest experience you've had thus far in your entertainer career?
Actually, it didn't happen to me, right? But when I was younger, we performed at, like, it was me, my brother, and my cousin. We performed where did we perform? Was it at where the little girl ran off? The Black College Expo. I performed like some years ago. I was like young, and my brother was like real young. Like, my brother, we 4 years apart, so he younger than me. So like, he was real young. So after we got off stage, you know, Black College Expo was packed out. After we got off stage, we was backstage, and some little girl came and grabbed my brother and ran off. Like, ran off. So like, we like, hold on, like, where'd you go? We went after her. The mom was like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, she's like extra like excited over you guys. Like, it's no problem. But it was pretty crazy. That's like how it happened. It was crazy. It was crazy. Probably some more crazy stuff happened. I just can't think of it right now, but it was crazy.
So what's something that you want the fans to know about you that they might not know already?
Well, a lot of people think I'm older, so they probably don't know I'm 16. But I'm not gonna tell you unless you ask. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But for the fans that they probably don't know about me, I'm a cool guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't be scared to, like, you know, DM me about something, you know, that you might need help with, or you might want some advice on something I'm doing, or, you know, just don't be scared. Or if you see me in person, don't be scared to come up to me, because, you know, I show love to everybody out there. You know, it's you know, I don't act Hollywood. It's all love all around.
Now, speaking of not telling your age unless you ask, what's the oldest girl you ever dealt with, given on mistaken age?
Is my mom watching that? Nah, for real though, like, I'd had like girls, like, not that I've dealt with, but girls like me, like, as old as like 20 and things like that.
Okay.
Like I remember I was 14, and like, this girl, like, when my birthday passed, this girl was like, oh, you only turned 16? She was like, oh, I used to like you, and she's like 21 now. So like, when I was like 14, she was probably like way older than me.
That's
like,
crazy.
You know what I mean? So it's like crazy, because I used to be short, but then I just hit a growth spurt out of nowhere. So like, I don't know. Like, I just look older, I guess. I don't know.
That just opened you up to a whole different demographic, bro.
Yeah. It's a lot of older girls who like.
But nah, okay. Given that you're so young, bro, what advice would you have to somebody in a similar position as far as networking and maneuvering through the industry?
Right. Good question.
Advice, to be honest, I feel like just keep pushing. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody not gonna be with the movement, you know, at first, until they see it going, and that's when everybody hits you up. Because I know for sure at one point, a lot of people was just like, you know, might have been, you know, taking me as a joke or something, you know, but then once they see me doing this and this and this, they the same people hitting me up to try to get me to perform, or trying to get me to do this, or share their stuff so my peoples can see it, you know? So I feel like, you know, don't be scared to go after what you want. People might take it as a joke at first, but then once they see you really getting out there, they, you know, it's not a joke no more. So if you my age, or, you know, you younger, or you older, whatever trying to do, my advice to you is just keep doing whatever you want to do. You know, no dream is too far.
Sounds like the 10X Rule. Have you read that book yet?
Nah, I haven't.
This is a book called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Cardone. I just got it myself, but he talks about 10X and your level of thinking as well as your activity output, and that definitely sounds like what it is, you know, you're doing to have a very prosperous career thus far. And like you said, being 16, I thought you were a lot older than that. Yeah, so I'm guilty of that as well. But it's just good seeing a young brother like yourself staying active and doing something positive and productive. And like you said, being in the community, man, like a lot of young men need to see young men like yourself doing these positive and productive things. And one of the things I also noticed about the music is, you know, the music is definitely positive as well, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I heard a curse word in How We Rockin', or maybe I just, you know, wasn't listening.
Yeah, it ain't no curse words. I mean, I'll talk about anything from like females to certain situations, but I just won't use the cuss words with it, you know? I talk about different stuff, but I just won't use the cuss words with it, you know? I just feel like that way it's like you can touch the people by talking about what they want to hear, but you just like at the same time you touching the younger crowd too, and also the parents. The parents of the people who are extra younger, and the people who are around your age. It's just like people around my age are listening to people much older, same way I am listening to people much older. So I think what draws them into me is like I'll talk about the subjects they want to hear, but I won't use the cursing, so I touch every base, you know.
But I also noticed too on Facebook, for example, like it won't allow you to share some of your personal videos if it got curse words in it. So just from a commercial music perspective, I'm starting to realize that you know there is value at times in, you know, replacing, you know, using your thesaurus at the end of the day, because like you said, you're able to contact and touch, you know, a bigger group of individuals and the parents. Like that's very important, because one of the complaints I hear from parents a lot is you know, all the music, it sounds too vulgar, and I'm all a fan of, you know, expressing yourself, but I also believe that you have to know the value in being able to reach individuals and realizing that you might have to cut back on certain words in order to make that happen. Yeah, no,
I feel like some music fits where it's supposed to be. Like, you know, me, like I just like, you know, try to make music for the world, not for your neighborhood, you know? I feel like some people making music in LA that's for LA, and it slap, like, you know, it slap.
Don't go nowhere else.
It slaps in LA, you know? If, you know, you go across overseas and it's not gonna slap, you know? So I just feel like I just try to make music for the world, not the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not down. It's a bunch of people doing music in LA, and I like their music, but I don't see it going past LA. You know what I mean? I'm not shooting them down. Like, you know, your music does slap, bro, for where we are, but it ain't gonna slap, you know, 20 states away.
That's the bar, man. Like, that's actually one of the best ways I've ever heard it put. You know, are you making music for your neighborhood, or are you making music for the world?
Exactly. Trying to go global.
No, bro, with the no cussing. Have you ever heard Lil Wayne album, The Block Is Hot?
I'm pretty sure I have. Okay. Actually, you know what? I like all the Carters.
Okay, that's the Carters, but his first one was called The Block Is Hot.
Yeah.
He was 17, and he also wasn't cussing in that album. Now, I ask you that because right now, okay, I'm young, it's no cussing, but once you hit like 21, 18, 19, like you're going to evolve into a different person. Do you see yourself continuing with the no cussing, or do you just see yourself just evolving into just regular music?
Nah, maybe, you know, I just feel like it just matures. I feel like you shouldn't force it. Like, your music is just gonna mature over time.
That's what I mean.
It's just gonna mature over time, you know, so like, the same music I'm doing now is probably not gonna be the same in the next couple of years. So, you know, I probably gonna mature as an artist and everything else, so probably, like, I'm not gonna be going in, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I still wanna, that shows your skill. Right. You able to still get your point across without using a whole bunch of curse words.
What I was trying to highlight with the Lil Wayne reference, because that album went platinum at 17, and he probably only cussed once or twice in a song, but the rest was just bars with no cussing.
Exactly. So that shows your skill as well. Like, you know, you can still get off and make good music without actually having to use a curse word. So, you know, I feel like, you know, you just see wherever time takes it. You know, your music always matures as you get older. So, you know, see.
So what you got in the oven for the fans that you got coming out soon?
Sheesh. Man, Okay, look, we just released the How We Rockin' video. The Bow Down video is dropping. We shooting the rest of the scenes. We shooting the dance scene this upcoming Sunday. We just did some scenes last Sunday. I just passed, you know. So we shooting the rest of the scenes. Once we drop that video, that's gonna be out there. So I got a lot of music recorded. So after I drop this video, we gonna look for another follow-up single. You know what I mean? The next follow-up single gonna be stupid. Like, I got so much music. Like, I even did an EDM song, bro. I even did an EDM song. You feel me? I got trap songs, hip hop songs, you know, West Coast. You know, I got a lot of different stuff. So I feel like I'm gonna just bring, like, you know, a bunch of people, you know, that I know, whether they DJs or whatever, into the studio, and we just gonna listen and, you feel me, just to get feedback from the people on the next follow-up single. But it's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be stupid. Like, from the stage show to performance, all my work that's gonna come out is gonna be crazy. Crazy.
Who's on your bucket list as far as artists you want to work with?
Sheesh, artists, once again, Travis Scott. I want to work with Travis Scott. He pretty dope. You know what I mean? Well, I also feel like it's dope. I feel like just like, you know, as a hype man and everything else, DJ Khaled, like, as a producer, DJ Khaled is pretty dope. I like the work that he puts together and everything else. Like, you know, like, he's not an artist, but, you know, that's somebody that I want to do something with and come together. It's pretty dope.
We the best.
Pretty
All
dope.
right, Prince, man. It was a pleasure having you on. So before we let you go,
Wait.
What you finna say?
Before we do that, I just wanted to say something. And Prince, Scrap was saying, "What's up?" You know what I mean? So he was trying to call in. Yeah,
Okay.
he tried to call in,
Sure.
but the phone lines is not even working right now. So somebody forgot to pay the bill. You know what I mean? That's a spoiler alert. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he throw people way under the bus.
I had to, because it was not cool. You know what I'm saying?
LP need a babe too. He need a girl.
Oh, heck no.
Look, I wake up at 3 in the morning, hop on my phone, right? And I look at Snapchat or Instagram story. First dude that pop up, this guy. So I'm like, let me see what this guy talking about. He talking about LP need a bed 3 in the morning. I'm like, come on now, bro. Come on, LP.
It's a trend for the only hip hop show.
Ladies,
come on.
Ladies, look, this man right here, he needs a babe.
Slide in that man's DMs.
Goes down in the DM.
It does go down in the DM. LP, go get it, LP.
Okay.
I was gonna hook him up, but he said nah. He said he
Uh-oh.
said nah. So I said,
Hey, man, throw him a live one time.
At another time. You know what I'm
LP
saying?
Be the John Stockton to his Karl Malone, man.
LP isn't
looking for
LP
that
trying to
shit.
fall in love. That's what he trying to do. He trying to fall in love.
Nah, but other than that though, you know what I mean? So Scrap was like, man, keep doing your thing, your boy. I mean, and you're gone, so you're gone.
You can't. Let me read it. Let me read it.
No, because the way
let me read it, bro.
the way he said it was just retarded. Like, I
You want
couldn't
me to-
understand it.
You want me to read
Go
it?
ahead and text it. It's
Okay,
up there,
where is
That
it?
was a
Text.
classic moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell
You have to-
Prince.
you have to do
Scrap
this.
said, "Keep doing your thing, boy. You gonna go far. I love a youngster's hustle, and you the next thing to Chris Brown. No homo. LOL. Much love. SNN. Shout." That's what he said. But I mean, you could have read that. But I mean, I'm stalling you because you need a babe right now. So listen, ladies.
Other than that, I mean, okay, yeah, so what? I messed up on the text message because I didn't understand what the dude said. But yeah, shout out to Scrap, you know what I mean? He's listening to hip hop skill, you know what I'm saying? But Prince, here's one thing about Prince, you know what I mean? He's 16 years old. I'm really proud of this guy, you know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate
You know
it.
what I mean? Like, he's been doing this thing for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I really want his manager, Flip Woe, to like come on the camera real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
'Cause
my
he's
gosh, he
'cause
trying to
he's
pull you from behind the scenes.
Wait, but I'm actually speaking the truth. Like, he's been pushing this guy for so many years to get where he needs to be.
Yeah.
And that's respect and love, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I mean,
He said he appreciated it, but he said he don't want to come on the camera.
I know.
But he
'Cause
said-
he likes to be he likes to be behind the scenes. I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate how you just, you know, respect yourself as a young man, you know what I'm saying, coming into the game. And man, like, the ladies was on you, bro.
Oh.
Most definitely, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been getting a lot of recognition as of late, you know what I'm saying? And Prince failed to realize that he has a radio show here as well, on the RMC network called the Prince of LA Show. You know, obviously I engineer the show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's actually a great show. He actually got better, like, good guests. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Shout out to A Game, Tina G, you know what I'm saying? They came on the show before, you know what I'm saying, last year.
Yeah.
And this isn't the Prince of LA's first time. This isn't the first interview, but pretty much the first interview with the Only Hip Hop Squad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it started with me and him just doing the show, you know what I'm saying? It was called the Hip Hop Show at the time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really appreciate the Prince of LA, what he's doing, and how We Rockin' came out dope. Like, once I got the call and I was actually playing the guy with the hat with braids, and I gave it a name LP Brown because we didn't have any names for them, you know what I mean? Shout out to YJ who played Big Head Rico, you know what I'm saying? Eating the banana. I don't like how they rocking. It was so funny. And that's funny because I made a Snapchat series. If you guys go to my Snapchat, LaRon Pierce, I've been known saying, I don't like that ish. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying that ever since, you know what I mean? If you don't like something, just say it in 10 seconds, and at the end, I don't like that ish. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. Everybody, it catches, you know, it catches people's attention, you know what I mean? I made a Meek Mill diss one time, and everybody was laughing, and people were just like,
this man dissing people.
Right.
It was a joke, you know what I'm saying? But people took it too serious, you know what I mean? I had to take it down, you know what I mean? Just to respect, you know what I'm saying? Because I got family from Philly, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
it's hilarious.
but, you know what I mean?
Goons on you.
Right.
Dissing people.
You got them Philly goons after
Got
it.
the Philly goons, bro. Look, man. I want to thank the Only Hip Hop Squad for having me.
Don't forget to let them know where they can find all things the Prince of LA too.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Just, you know, my Snapchat is like, you know, it's popping, but it's not popping. You know what I mean? But, you know, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. The Prince of LA. Everything is spelled proper. You know, no slang. Everything is the Prince of LA. You should be able to spell that. You know. And yeah, I just want to thank the Only Hip Hop Squad for having me once again. I appreciate it. You know, hashtag LaRon Pierce need a bay, and that's what.
Oh, come on, man! Stop playing, man! Stop it! It's all about you tonight, man, not me, man.
But look, he said I'm getting all the girls. Any girls that come to me, you feel me? I'm just curving them. I'm passing them all to him. I'm curving all the females that come
I ain't
to me.
gonna catch no case, so no.
Bro, they come.
How'd you get to catch
How you gonna catch a case?
Say he got 20-year-olds.
Yeah, bro. They come in all ages, bro. I'm curving all of them, but you can choose which ones you want. You can choose. You feel me? You know, you can choose. But look, man, this is the Prince of LA on the Only Hip Hop Show. Shout out to Only Hip Hop Squad. Hashtag Light Skin Lives Matter.
Hey.
You know, hey. that part. And thanks to everybody who supported me. You know, watching that How We Rockin' video. We at like 1.2K right now.
Hey.
You know, I'm digging that. So, you know, just keep watching that video, sharing it with your moms. I done seen like 3-4 moms on Twitter that have been dancing to that thing. So I appreciate it. Cool. That
It's
part.
about to turn up for you, bro. You don't even realize.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Hey, look, appreciate everybody out there supporting. This is the Prince of LA.
Wait, Prince, before you go, I hadn't asked the infamous question in a long time, you know what I'm saying? How do you want to be remembered?
The greatest.
I'm the greatest.
Nah, but to be honest, I just want to be remembered as an icon. You know what I mean? An icon, somebody who everybody respected. You know, right. Just as an entertainer, not even as nothing else. I just want everybody to respect what I do and respect, you know, the art and everything else of, you know, how much hard work I put in and things like that. So I just want to be remembered as, you know, an icon, somebody everybody respected like that.
Dopeness.